Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of Hogwarts Legacy. So we carry on from where we left off. We're in the well, we're not in the common room. We're in our dormitory, I guess, what you would call it. So yeah, find our common room. So yeah, I think the next whole section is really going to be some orienteering. Now I've got the mini map off in the settings because I want to explore and it actually says it's up. Yeah, I think the mini map will just let me go to direct from A to B.
Which way is the common room?
And it's a bit of a distraction, so I'd rather. There's so much to look at in the Hogwarts Castle. Oh, look, this guy moved.
Revelio.
So now it's down, so I guess it's down here. Yeah, there we go.
Must be different.
I love how they've got all the paintings moving. There's a lot of chests around. Level 1, level 2, so on. Guess we'll get to open those later. So much details to look at in this game. And there's a lot of, I think hopefully I'll get to know the castle fairly well. Maybe enjoy the, oh look, these are the fast points. I don't think we've unlocked them yet. Get the first one.
That new fifth year.
They're lucky they didn't end up as dragon food.
Oh wow.
Poor man from the ministry.
Can't imagine starting.
I love the tapestries.
I hope a professor catches her this time.
Oh, got a little golden finch.
I don't want to get in trouble.
Nelly will do anything for a thrill.
Who does
Lovely.
Nelly think she is anyway?
Going to be unbeatable
Spin the
next season.
globes.
You just wait and see.
Nelly, please get down. A professor could arrive.
Shame you weren't born with wings, Nelly. I'm sure
Right,
you'd
a
use
couple of
them.
people to
You'll
speak
like it,
to.
trust me.
Gareth Weasley.
Sure you don't want to try it? Brewed it myself. Hello, you're the new fifth year. Pleased to meet you. I'm Gareth Weasley. Heard about your travels here. Can't believe it. Glad you and Fig are all right.
How
Is it
did
true
everybody
that
hear
someone
about the
from
travel? We're
Ministry
keeping
was
it
with you in the
secret.
carriage?
Oh, yes. A friend of Professor Fig's.
Oh, didn't mean to pry. Nasty business, dragons. Again, very glad you're here.
Thank you, Gareth. So am I. Are you related to Professor Weasley?
I am. She's my aunt.
Does having your aunt here make things difficult?
More than you'd think. Most people assume I can't get into trouble or be given detention. But they're wrong. Aunt Matilda tends to treat me as if I'm a first year. Keeps too close an eye on me. It's all a
Matilda.
bit suffocating, to be honest. Still, she means well. And she's an incredibly powerful witch. She'll have your back.
Are you having butterbeer for breakfast?
Oh no. I've been perfecting a recipe I came up with over the summer. I'm almost there, based on some reactions that may need a bit more work.
Seems you enjoy brewing. Might I assume that you've a talent for potions of all sorts?
Well, as I see it, there's little difference, fundamentally, between brewing a modification to butterbeer and a Wiggenweld potion. Though, I'm not certain Professor Sharp would make the connection. He doesn't appreciate my, creativity as much as you might think.
Well, it was nice meeting you, Gareth, and thank you for the insights on your aunt.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Good luck today.
Cool. Introduce ourselves to Cressida and Nelly.
Nelly will do anything for a thrill.
First
She is
day.
anyway.
How do I actually get up there to speak?
Don't fall off off this time, Nellie.
That girl thinks she can get away with anything.
Wait,
Let's
that's
do
not
this one.
right. I really thought I had it.
Cressida Bloom.
I don't know what I'm doing wrong. It's not a complicated spell. I should be able to do it non-verbally. Why is this not working? Ugh! Oh, hello there. Welcome to Gryffindor. I'm Cressida.
Pleasure to meet you, Cressida.
Splendidly theatrical arrival to the sorting ceremony last evening. Made it in by the skin of your teeth. Is it true that you're Professor Fig's protege?
How do people know so much of it?
I'm not sure I'd say that, but I did a study with him a little before we arrived.
Blast! I was hoping he might have given you some advice on non-verbal casting.
Is that what you were trying to do just there?
Oh, yes. Having a spot of trouble. I've mastered the charm using its incantation, but this is proving a bit trickier.
I keep looking at the background painting.
A little more practice ought to do it.
I practiced all summer. I can cast spells more complicated than this one without speaking. What's so difficult about this one? I'm just going to keep at it.
She's getting rather frustrated.
Is it really that difficult to cast non-verbally?
Oh, yes. And if you don't get it just right, the results can be, shall we say, awkward. Once, I tried to cast Depulso non-verbally on a goblet in the Great Hall and ended up launching Professor Sharp's Yorkshire pudding into his face. He was not happy.
Do most students know how to cast non-verbally?
Not at all. Hogwarts doesn't teach non-verbal casting until the 6th year, and even then, many struggle with it. I'm simply trying to get ahead of the game.
Well, good luck with it. It was nice to meet you, Cressida.
You as well. Enjoy your first day.
So we've got this thing moving in the background.
Revelio!
Nellie will do anything for attention.
If
She
I
gets
get caught, I
bolder
shan't defend
every
you.
year.
Oh, Nellie's down here.
Why is everyone so highly strung? It's perfectly safe.
Yeah, the mantelpiece is like
Well, hello.
3 foot wide.
Don't mind me. I find it helpful to change my point of view now and again. Put things in perspective. Once I made it to the top of Gryffindor Tower, from the outside, without a broom.
Goodness.
I'm Nellie, by the way. Nellie Ogspire. I've heard rumors about what happened to you on your way to Hogwarts.
Oh, God,
Is
everybody's...
it true? About the dragon?
I want to say, no, it's not true, but I best say
Yes,
that one.
our carriage was attacked by a dragon.
Crikey! I can't believe it. How thrilling! And also terrifying. Anyway, you've certainly brought some much-needed excitement to Gryffindor. And Hogwarts, for that matter.
What exactly are the rumors about my journey to Hogwarts?
That you escaped a dragon attack? Isn't that enough? Most of us arrive via train or boat, not having just escaped the jaws of a dragon. Of course it's got people talking. Word travels fast at Hogwarts.
Yeah, it sure does. I mean, we came in the middle of the night, went straight into the sorting, didn't speak to anybody.
I take it you're not afraid of heights.
It's something I've always done, since I was little. My mother once found me on the roof when I was 5. Still has no idea how I got there. But with all the strange hallways and rooms in the castle, and everything lurking in and outside the grounds, you don't need to scale a tower to see something incredible here.
Once we get our broom,
I'd imagine most students have never seen a dragon. Have you?
Goodness, no. And I've never heard of one attacking a carriage like that. Not enough meat in a carriage, I'd think.
I'm sure I'll be seeing you around, either in our common room or when you scale your next tower.
You never know. Bye for now.
New Gryffindor,
Professor Weasley's waiting for you outside the common room.
My best friend and mine. Lucky you're all about to die.
Cool. Because I don't remember coming. I thought we came through this archway, but we went straight into the rooms. Rooms are that way. Anyway, got to go this way.
Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time.
We're ready for some schooling, people.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success.
Well, it's all so wonderfully British.
Here you are.
Oh, that's a cool book, isn't it? I'm cooler now.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Nice.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test.
Okay. I love all these moves. Just looking.
This
Can't
way.
stop. I mean, we're used to moving images in a computer
The guide
game,
will
but
give you
I've
opportunities
done such a
to
good job.
practice your magic and educate yourself about
Do they react to
visiting
you
law.
at all? I kind of do a bit. He follows. Oh. Got ghosts. What I do like about this, and I like this more than Assassin's Creed and in some of the missions,
I
because
certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up.
I don't want to talk over the chat. That's so good stuff. But yeah, I mean, because you've got different chests. It's like you'll go back to some of the areas. I expect 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, but you'll have stuff to do
The guide appears to have some information for you about that painting of
at different
Paul
levels.
Barufio.
Look at this.
Simply cast Revelio on it. and-
Revelio.
The guide says.
Collect portrait of a Barufio. This portrait depicts the wizard Barufio, famed for its brain elixir, and as an example of what happens when incantations are inappropriately spoken. He once said instead of F and found himself on the floor with a buffalo on his chest. I love the badges and the symbols. Challenge unlocks. Open the field guide. Right, so this is how we track all our game progress and challenges. Field guide. Collect field guide pages. 1 of 2. So cool.
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that.
Revelio.
Inside and outside of the castle.
Such a cool game. I love games that do franchises, just so you can feel. A lot of us just want
No time to
escapism
waste. You've classes to attend.
and go into a different world. Oh. There's a chest here. Sorry, ma'am. 34.
Revelio.
I expect she'll stop at the next one. This is all still tutorial stuff, really.
Ah, good timing.
Oh,
Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker.
faculty.
Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall.
Central Hall. That's the one bouncing around. Is it? South Wheel. No. What's this one? No, that's, oh yeah, the library. Central Hall. So even the fast travel in this is pretty cool with the flumes. I love the Revelio because, as I say...
Here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall.
So I can
You
say...
can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall.
Take a picture. So cool. Yeah, I was going to say, like, so in Assassin's Creed you've got the pulse for loot and stuff, but of course there's no real game lore for that. Sort of, it used to be sort of eagle vision with the bird, but then it just became a pulse that you did. But of course in this game,
Always something happening
with the
here.
spell
It's
and
the heart
Revelio,
of the
it all
hive.
seems quite natural.
Our King's Cross station, so to speak.
Oh, that dragon's moving on the wall.
I was trapped on the grand staircase once. Every time I tried to step off.
That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And
Charms
I'd like
and
to be
defense.
sure you get to Hogsmeade as soon as possible to replace the supplies you lost on the way here.
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond these walls. A mastery of Defense Against the Dark Arts is required for those who aspire to become auras. Fortunately, we are lucky to have the ever-gifted Professor Hecat in charge of our students' education in that regard.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all-wizarding village in Britain, and is home to an array of shops and pubs.
All pubs.
You should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Get a wand there, I imagine.
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
Although
A
we've
lot
got...
to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Happily, your professors have agreed to create additional assignments for you outside of class. You'll be up to speed in no time. Judging by your adept use of Revelio earlier, I'd say Professor Fig succeeded in at least showing you the basics.
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival, specifically about what happened after that awful dragon attack. My suspicion is that there's more to the story than a search for belongings and an extended trip up to the castle.
I'm sorry, Professor,
Keeping
but
all
I'm
secret.
afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been burning.
Oh?
Her jacket
Yes.
is wonderful,
You
isn't it?
seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the path of a dragon.
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor. Rather unfortunately, it would seem that it chose us.
Very well. Enough chit-chat. I need to get to class myself. Might I rely on you, Professor Fig, to explain the details of the field guide's map?
Of course.
Thank you. Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. It will be invaluable to you. And invaluable to me, as I'll be using it to keep up to date on your progress.
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've attended both classes today, and I'll explain more about those assignments I mentioned. And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
Right, 2 classes, and do this stuff with Professor Fig.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
Did you tell everybody about the dragon attack?
I did try to evade her questions, though I feel a little deceptive. That said, I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. It was right to keep the details to yourself for now. We don't know where this path we've embarked upon will lead. It may require a bit more flexibility with your time than she would approve of. And she may feel obliged to share details with the headmaster that would be better left between us.
Understood, Professor.
Good. Now, as capable as you are, I believe the ability you possess obliges you to be well trained. Happily, you have the benefit of an exceptionally skilled team of witches and wizards to guide you. Speaking of guides, and so that I may avoid another not-so-subtle reproof from Professor Weasley, why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included in the field guide's map? Unfold it and have a look.
So we'll do Charms class first, I think.
The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with classes and a trip to Hogsmeade for supplies, including your own wand. You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. He's an exceptional craftsman and a good friend. I shall reach out when I have more information about our mysterious locket. For now, focus on your classes and pay attention. More than your owls may hinge on the magic you are able to master within these walls.
Right. Quest complete. Welcome to Hogwarts. Charmed Compass. Yeah, so I've got the mini-map turned off, that's fine.
Thought I'd impress Garlic by sharing
That's we get.
What am I missing?
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting.
Looks a bit
I never
stern.
noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. but I'm not sure what to do next.
You tried it?
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been
Got some
racking my
floating
brains
popcorn
long
in the
enough.
background.
I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something
Like a moth to a flame. Or...
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Okay, something nearby. Right, well that's staircase and column is... That's this stuff.
I'd make a fine keeper with a bit more practice.
So down here somewhere?
Revelio.
Yeah, so as I was saying earlier, I love the fact that you're going to be coming back to some of the same places, doing different levels of locks, unlocks, magic and potions. You know, areas that you can't go to, things that you'll find. Well, it doesn't look like it's here.
I think Madame Kagawa's brother.
Maybe it's the other end then. Staircase and columns.
Revelio.
Oh, I've seen that in a video. Not reveal. So that's something we do later. Animals on them. 21, 11, and then crab, octopus, 17, and okay, I guess that's some puzzle. Look, what's that there? What's this thing? So, is that's that one at the top there, isn't it? Yeah, they're going to be something that we do.
This looks like the location from the painting.
Okay.
What could be so special about it? Lumos.
Ah,
Let's get you
buffaloes.
back to your frame, little moth.
We've got to take these back to the picture. Cool.
I wouldn't bother yourself
I
about
bet there's a load of these around then to do. What do we do?
Protect! Ha! I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame.
80 XP. Oh, and it actually disappears. Collect field guide pages and Hogwarts completes. Oh, let's have a look at this then. Right, so we're just about to get level 2. We've got challenges, we've got quests, legendary gloves, we've got the collections. So this is okay. The portraits, got 150 of those. Nice. Islands. Hogsmeade, so Hogsmeade, Highlands, and the castle. Challenges, this is the field guide. Ooh, glasses. And we need 8 field guides. Didn't we just do one? Oh, I guess we did one to open it. Map. Excellent, what we got? Gear. Right, so I can wear some gloves. Outfit. That's what we're wearing. Oh, and they do have stats: health, defense, offense. I think they're color coded, like like purple, green, probably gold or something for legendary or face wear. Oh, let's put the glasses on. We're looking like Harold now. Right, I've got hats, but I don't... Yeah. I mean, I might wear them some episodes, but generally I like just looking at my hair. Let's put a scarf on. I love how you can make yourself look different. We've done 8 of these already. Oh, that's because I ordered the deluxe version. We've got the Dark Arts robes and gears. I don't think we can fit them yet till later, once we get through the tutorial bit. Wow, look at all this stuff. Right, the aim will be to try and do it all. Quests. Okay, so these are all the quests we've got. We've got the charms class we're going to do. That's all nicely laid out. Start your first day, 10 charms, 10 defense, and then 2 more things after that. Off to a flame. Yep. Loving it. Inventory, talents, collections, owl post, progress through the main story. Okay. Haven't even started the main story yet. Well, we have, but you know what I mean. So, it's 71 meters up. The footsteps running. I'm actually glad it's not too annoyingly loud, but it may be a little bit too quiet.
Afraid of a staircase? Can't catch thieves! Woohoo!
Revelio.
What's this stuff? Yeah, because I want to get lost and just explore places. So we've got to go... Okay, I need to go on that staircase really. Here?
I made the mistake of leaving my potions homework in the common room. I'm convinced Peeves absconded with it.
Yep.
Revelio.
This bit of outside stuff. What an I mean, obviously, you know, it's TAFE, but what an interesting place this castle is. You don't need just size of maps. You need depth of stuff to be interested in and to do. Right, we've got to go up.
It was an accident!
Revelio.
Now, Annabelle. It was a long time ago. Leave me be.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
I thought I said Professor's classroom. It's like the toilet. That's just the... Oh, I think classroom's over there then. There's a chest here.
Protego. Lumos.
Oh, can't open it. Oh, flush the toilets. Oh my god. The fastest toilet flusher in Hogwarts. Cool, right, well, I'm trying to get to this class 20, it's up. Yeah, because I think if you had the mini-map, I've seen it in some videos already, you're just not going to, particularly at the start of the game. Okay, so these days, you're just gonna go exactly I think this is the type of map and place where you're meant to get lost a little bit.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit.
Here we go.
We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Our first class.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone?
She slide the books.
I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm?
These other students are rubbish, aren't they? This is like our first day, and we're like the best at
Everyone get
everything.
into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
So I think these classes are mostly going to teach us a new spell each time. I think it's about 20, 25 spells. Right, let's go. I'll not let the red thing catch up with you. Cool, I'm a pro.
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me.
You know what? They've done a really, really good job at the characters of the teachers. I mean, this is like watching a movie for the first time. I mean, you know, they've introduced... Do you know how sometimes you play some games and this game does have a lot of text and story, but because the characters and the teachers, it's like...
I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right?
Getting a bit of frame drops really quite a bit badly in the cutscenes.
So why don't we have our newest student start us off?
Oh yeah, let the new guy go first.
Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, think of this like gobstones, if you will. But instead of throwing the marbles out, you are summoning them toward you. The trick is to pull the sphere as far as possible, but not a bit more, or it'll fall, yes? Now, I could keep talking about theory all day, but practice is the best professor. Show us how it's done. Excellent control there.
Oh, perfect. Do you know what I'm saying about the teachers? It's like, you know, the characters, they've done such a good job at making them interesting people.
Very good.
Oh. Damn.
Accio. Splendid!
Yeah, you need to stop pulling it around the orange. Early orange might not make it to the final section.
Very good.
Late orange
Points
is...
to Gryffindor. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues just as before,
Yeah.
and Miss
Now we've got a
Onai, you are
competition.
playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Be sharp.
Yes!
30 points.
Accio.
I shouldn't have done that.
Excellent control there.
Here we go!
Oh, that was good. Thought she'd gone too far then. Oh, it's too strong. Stop, 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 stop! Oh, I've blown it.
Let us see this.
I still got the points.
That is how it's done.
Oh dear, I need to...
Accio.
Oh, that's perfect.
That's
No,
it.
I lost. Damn.
Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
Oh wow.
I'll say.
This is fun.
Enough chatter.
This is great.
Now.
This is
You
essentially
will
just
need it.
learning a spell, but
This
you
round
get to
settles
learn
it
it,
all.
you get to do some stuff with it.
Be sharp.
Now they've got like a game.
Yes!
Right, so we're gonna pull it.
Accio.
Stop, 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 stop. I've done it too far again.
Happens to the best of us.
Oh, I think I've already lost then, because I don't think she's going to get any pulled off. Damn. Come on, it's our first day. We're not meant to be professional. That's a good one.
Splendid.
Thing is, she needs to get 40 or less. Go on, knock it. She's got 30. We can, if we can get this in the
There we
blue,
go.
which is gonna be difficult because of that red. I need to hit it pretty hard, don't I? It's gonna be like bowling.
Not exactly your typical lesson, is it? Not that I
This
mind.
is tricky.
Accio.
Oh, plonker. Damn, we could have won that. Oh well.
Very good, both of you. Well done.
Thank you. I should have won. Yeah, some of the cuts I'm seeing quite big frame drops on some of it, which is a bit weird because normally it's the other way around. But I am struggling with some old tech.
Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Well done back there. You took the loss in stride. Didn't want to go too easy on you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything right when I transferred here. It gets easier, I promise.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I remember how I felt when I first arrived. I transferred here from Wagadu just before my 4th year. My mother received an offer to teach divination here. Before I knew it, we had left Uganda and were halfway around the world at a new school in a new country.
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is the largest wizarding school in the world. So yes, bigger than Hogwarts.
Even the students
But it
have
never
got
seemed
quite interesting
intimidating or
characters.
overwhelming to me. It always felt like home.
It shouldn't be difficult to do in games, should it really? It's like, tell us a bit about their background, give them a trait, a character, they're good, they're shy, they're naughty.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle as a beautiful edifice carved out of the mountainside. I remember the first time I saw it, the mist was so thick I could hardly make out anything at all. And then it just materialized before me, this enormous school that seemed to be floating in midair.
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Mostly, yes. But I did have to learn how to use a wand when I arrived here. Hardly anyone at Wagadu uses one.
You can cast spells without a wand?
Oh, yes. I find wandless magic to be much more
Wandless
instinctive.
magic.
Not to mention quite convenient if one is without their wand. I must admit, however, that I am growing quite fond of using a wand. It seems very dramatic.
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. Ah, I think Professor Ronan wants to talk to you. Better not keep him waiting. Until next time.
Yeah, done a really good job
you can
with the
use Accio on
characters.
humans, if
A
you're
word,
so
if you
inclined.
would.
Well,
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your first charms lesson lived up to expectation?
Well,
charming.
an outdoor competition wasn't exactly the lesson I was expecting, sir.
What charm is there in the expected? Miss Onai
Exactly.
is a talented witch. Take it in stride. One often gains the most from the battles one has lost.
Of course, Professor. It was a challenging match.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
So I think all the teachers are going to give us outside quests. Charms class is done. Excellent, right.
Hello there. You're the new
Hello,
student, aren't you?
you wanted to speak to me?
Samantha Dale. I've been eager to meet you. You're the student everyone's been whispering about. Hope your first day's going well. You certainly seem to hold your own in charms.
I've been fortunate. Beginner's luck.
My brother William would tell you not to be so humble and to trust your abilities. Then again, he tends to be overconfident in his. Well, better see to my charms homework. I'm afraid I can't count on beginner's luck to impress Professor Ronan.
Right, she's another one then. I won't do too much just looking at everything in the castle because I want to get on. I want to see if we're already 48 minutes. I'll see if I get this other class done. Let's select it in okay, so we've got that glove. Quests it will be, won't it? The Dark Arts class. Level 2. Oh, it's only 55. In the right locale. jump over. You can't really climb in this game, not that I've seen. Could have chosen the fast travel, but as I say, I think we're in the right place, right wing. Look at this. Looks happy to be. It's like, hey, look at me, I'm being burnt. It's funny. Okay. Next class. Oh, hang on, what's this? Oh, drink some tea. Oh yeah, good bit of British tea. I think I'll go make myself. Oh.
Off on another adventure, are we?
That's good, so we can, yeah, so in future we can just fast travel to the classrooms to do them.
Stupefy! Is that all you've got?
Stupefy.
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces on your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt?
I wish you hadn't asked now.
One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Nailed it.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger.
She's a cool teacher as well, isn't she? Never, honestly, does such a good job with the characters.
Let us begin with the basic cast.
Oh.
See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprised opponent is a weak opponent.
Levioso!
Good. Now, the basic. Well done. Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Levioso!
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
All of my students were this adept.
Protego!
Protego?
Levioso!
Hastings.
I do enjoy a lively duel.
And off the table. Out of the park.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I'm loving my
I
hair.
put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
Thank you, Professor Hecat.
Points.
Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Yep, so they're all going to give us missions.
All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
Fishing for information.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Fight Club.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club, or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck, or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the Clock Tower entrance. If you're interested. Till
Fight
next
Club.
time.
Fight Club.
Revelio.
Quest complete. 260. Oh, nearly level 3. So, that means... Quest. Cross wands, I think. So we have to go see Weasley next. Probably.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu.
New quest, here we go. Yeah, meet with Professor Weasley. Okay, I think we're going to have to leave that there. We've done some basic orienteering and our first 2 classes. And now we need to go catch up with the professor. He's down there somewhere. Excuse me. A bit like Malfoy or something walking around. Just love the fact all kinds of things with you on. Anything round. You can tell. Just like the Natural History Museum. Another one of these eye chests. The hell? There's a juggler.
Revelio.
Well, we are in a magic castle after all.
On
142 staircases, and this is where they put me.
What's this? Another field guide. Painting of Ilias. This painting depicts the young orphan wizard Ilias, who famously saved the entire village from an army of Dementors and the dark wizard Raxadian by conjuring a mouse Patronus. Okay.
That young'un's now a teacher herself.
That's
No wonder she's not gobbled up by her own fanged geranium.
Level 2 lock. Let me get that chest.
Never forget what that Hufflepuff girl said in 1421.
Who's talking to
what
me?
Lovely stone. Oh, that's class, that is.
Sometimes it's the paintings talking to you, but... Right, I will leave it here because we've done the hour on this episode. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. Got some basic orienteering in and some classes. Join me for the next episode where we will finish off our initial Professor Weasley missions, and hopefully you'll join me for the next one. Don't forget, if you want to leave a comment, leave a like. It helps people see my video. And otherwise, take care, look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.